Hey, it's Frank again, working on my 2ZZ swap. We're looking at some injectors. I've got some injector weirdness going on. Um, so I got the car all put back together. It's still up on stands because I'm still kind of troubleshooting it and shaking everything down. And, there was a little bit of fuel or gas odor. Checked it out. There was a fuel drip coming out of the number one cylinder injector. So I got on that and started to find some pretty interesting things. Alright, so first of all, here's one of the injectors that came with my 2ZZ on the Corolla 2ZZ, and you can see that something has happened to the top O-ring on this thing. And the other injectors were all in kind of similar shape. I don't know how I didn't notice that before, but anyway, it slipped through when I took them off the 2ZZ fuel rail and put them onto the 1ZZ fuel rail. I don't know how I missed that, but anyway, these little O-rings are bad. But there's more to the story, okay? I've got two sets of yellow injectors, actually. I got the yellow injectors that I used for my math mod, and I've got the yellow injectors that came with my Corolla 2ZZ. They're both 2ZZ yellow injectors, but they're different, alright? I'm going to point out the salient differences between the two. These two injectors up on top, right here, are injectors that I purchased from Rock Auto. They're reconditioned 2ZZ injectors. And these two injectors here on the bottom are injectors that came with my Corolla 2ZZ. Alright, so the differences, let's look at the differences. The nozzle is shaped differently. Okay, I've got a groove in the nozzle of the Corolla injectors. Okay, so the other difference is that the donut, alright, I like to call this the donut, I don't know why, it just kind of cheers me up to call these things donuts. Alright, so the donuts are different. This is one of the donuts from my 1ZZ setup, and here's the donut that came on the Corolla 2ZZ, and you can see that the donut that came with the 2ZZ has a little ridge on top. Also, this one is kind of hardened up, and no wonder there was a fuel leak. This thing won't seal anything anymore. It's like as hard as rock, whereas this one is nice and pliable. But I don't know if this ridge that's up here on top on the right hand side is intended, or it just a result of time and pressure. I don't know. Okay, the other difference is with the top seal, the top O-ring. Okay, this is the 2ZZ injector. There's just one O-ring on top. Alright, just one O-ring on top. And this is the Rock Auto injector. This one has two O-rings on top, right? One of them is orange, and wait a minute, is this actually an O-ring? No, I take that back. This is just a solid piece that's of a different color. I don't know why it's of a different color. It makes it look like a... Wait a minute, no, it is an O-ring. Alright, so there's another difference in the design of these two. This one has solid piece of plastic on top, on this one, and this one has an added O-ring. Okay, and I should have tried to decipher the numbers on these. They're small, and my eyes are not good with small things, but I mean, ostensibly these should be the same, but they're not. So there's a difference in 2ZZ injectors between different models, and I don't fully understand all the implications of these differences. All I know is that I had a fuel leak using the 2ZZ injectors that came with my 2ZZ. So now I'm going to switch over to these 2ZZ injectors that I used for the math mod. I'm going to use these instead and see if I still have a fuel leak. Okay, so that's all for now.